Good morning, y'all. It's a bright Monday morning, freezing cold. I had my nan's funeral last week on Wednesday, and up until that point I was doing weekly or daily videos like this rather, but yeah, obviously took that day off and then sort of had a bit of a low after that, where I've felt like I needed to take a bit of a break. I've been sleeping heaps. I've been sleeping like 11 or 12 hours a night just to I think process the exhaustion that comes with grieving and the way that changes your life, because I feel like my life has been changed. And yeah, it's been a bit of a tunnel and it's been exhausting. So yeah, that's where I'm sort of at. I'm just getting back into game development today. Like I said, it's Monday. I've had the weekend off, sort of. I did a little bit of work over the weekend. I just can't seem to fucking help myself sometimes. It's like I feel like I just need to do something. And yeah, I woke up this morning and I felt ill. Like I felt physically sick with fear in my stomach. The project that I'm working on at the moment, the Voidtender project, which you'll know about if you've been following this series, it's sort of getting to a point now where it's starting to get bigger, and I think we've got about 5 people who are involved, and it's still very early stages, but we're starting to sink a little bit deeper into it, and it sort of scares the shit out of me. Because it feels like more responsibility is coming, and if we're gonna get the game to where it could potentially get, and to make it as good as it could possibly be, yeah, I guess it's gonna take a bit of locking in, and it just makes me nervous. It feels like we're getting higher off the ground, and it's like as you get sort of higher, it's like that you get that temptation to sort of look down and panic. I don't know if that makes any sense, but yeah, it's like I find that if I think too much about what's happening, I start to get anxious about it, rather than if I just sort of go along with it and focus on the next thing and focus on the next thing and focus on the next thing, and not sort of worry too much about the big picture of, or get caught up in immense plans for the future or whatever. But yeah, instead just focus on the task at hand. It makes it a lot more manageable to sort of stay in motion. It's just one foot in front of the other, one foot in front of the other, one foot in front of the other. And so that's what I'm trying to do at the moment. Yeah, I woke up with this pit in my stomach, feeling oh Jesus Christ, I'm fucking terrified. I don't want to get out of bed. I feel so nervous, because my mind is racing, thinking we got to think about fundraising. We've got to think about where we're going to launch. We've got to think about maybe trying to find a publisher deal, which means pitching to people, and then if we do bring other people on board, whether it's taking support from people who have donated money or given us money for fundraising, then obviously that creates an obligation where we need to consider what they're thinking and feeling about the project, and then that's added pressure to the team, where we need to learn how to work together more effectively, and just managing people's desires, what the team wants to get out of the project, what the people who invest in it want to get out of the project, what I want to get out of the project, and sort of making sure that we're all getting our needs met. It feels so hard, and well, not hard, but it feels scary. And I guess maybe it feels so scary because it's just like unfamiliar, or maybe it's just like my personality. Like I feel like sometimes I want to solve everything like right here and now. And I think about the shit, and I think about it, and I think about it, and I think about it, and I'm like trying to solve it when it's not actually solvable yet. Like I wish I could just have like a mental model of like how things are gonna work out, and be able to see it working and think, oh well, this is how we're gonna do this, and this is how we're gonna do this, and then we just need to like stay the course. But I don't actually think that's always necessarily possible, and I think the only way to do this sort of thing, which is what makes it so tough, is that you just have to like sort of take it like one step at a time and just be blind and be like, you know, like I don't fucking know like what's going to happen next week. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I don't know what problems it's going to bring. I don't know how I'm going to like solve the problems that come up. And it just feels like a massive like walk of like faith, where each step it's like, oh fuck, I didn't see that coming, but you know, I didn't have to see it coming because I like trust myself to like, or trust the team to be able to like deal with it, kind of thing. Terrifying, like. So that's what I'm sort of grappling with at the moment, is just trying to manage my own sort of emotions as the project sort of lifts up off the ground and maybe perhaps takes on a bit of life of its own. I think that's a good thing if a project can get to that point where it doesn't require like any one individual to like maintain it like through force. I feel like if something is like a good enough idea on its own, and you know has a network of people who are involved and who resonate with the vision of it, then I think it'll carry itself. And then once it gets to that point, I feel like, you know, that's pressure off for everybody involved, sort of. It's pressure off for me, because then it's like I can just sort of go along with it rather than feeling like I'm responsible for it or like attached to it. But yeah, like I said, that's just like sort of scary. Sort of scary to not have all the answers, and to take things one step at a time, and to trust that it's gonna work out, and to trust that, you know, the solutions will come when you need them, and that the most important thing to do is to just stay the course and just like have faith, I guess. So that's sort of where I'm at. I'm just grappling with those feelings. I've got a bunch of shit to do today, which scares the shit out of me, related to work and related to other things as well. But yeah, I'm gonna try and be compassionate with myself, and try to remember that I am going through like a pretty it has been a pretty rough couple of weeks. So, you know, just doing my best. I think that's all anybody can do, is just do their best and just keep showing up, I suppose, in whatever capacity that you're able to do that. So that's my mentality. We've got a playtest circle tomorrow. If you want to join us for that, we do those every Tuesday. Just send me a DM on Discord if you want to jump in on one of those and test your game, or play some of our games and get feedback or give feedback or whatever, or just meet people. And yeah, I'm also available for other services as well, like one-on-ones, or I can give you plugins, or sell you stuff if you want to buy something. So, you know, DM me if you're interested in any of that. If you want to work together, I can help you make your game, plan your game, etc. So yeah, just I suppose the last thought that I'll just leave you with today is that yeah, I think indie game development it's too hard without support, and it's a lot better with support. It's a lot better when you've got people that you can talk to about things that you're trying to solve, or even just to bounce off each other, and to share things that inspire each other, and to show your work and get feedback, and to create that like sort of those feedback loops, or that network of like, you know, witnessing each other in your journeys. I think that can be the thing that makes the difference between just giving up and like seeing a project through to the end. So yeah, reach out and say hi, and we can go from there. All right, see ya.